On Sunday, Rangers tasted defeat as Aberdeen beat Rangers 2-0 at Pittodrie. It was a really disappointing game and one that leaves fans worried ahead of the clash against Celtic next weekend. In today's video, we'll discuss the major talking points from the game, whilst also going over all the latest Rangers news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to cover in today's video. And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel guys. Before we get into today's video, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. Colombian striker Juan Alegria has blasted his treatment at Rangers, claiming the club had no plans for his career. The 20-year-old arrived to much fanfare from Finnish football in 2021, the same route as his countryman Alfredo Morelos. But he was unable to make much of an impact for the Rangers B team or on loan with the likes of Partick Thistle or Falkirk. And now he's back in Finland, having re-signed for FC Honka. But Alegria isn't slow to apportion blame for his failure to make the grade, and one individual, who he doesn't name, is singled out as being the most to blame. Alegria told the Sunday Mail, "When Rangers tried to sign me, I had high expectations. When you look at the situation or management from the inside, it's very tough and something I never knew about. I never felt as if Rangers had a plan for Juan and the cost time. I learned from the situation and it made me stronger as a person. I don't regret the move to Rangers, but if I had the option to join again, I would like to be advised on how everything works inside the club before moving. I never knew that was happening. From the start, there was no plan. They never told me anything about the situation and why I didn't get an opportunity. When I joined Rangers, I was playing first-team football in Finland, and I was put into the B team. I thought I did well. The first time I asked Rangers if there was a possibility to go on loan, the second time they had an offer from Falkirk. When I came back from Falkirk, Rangers were very disrespectful. They never told me anything clear about the situation. Some people at Rangers made me feel as if I wasn't a part of the club and act as if the move never happened, but these people don't deserve a name." Just a quick one before we get back into the video, guys. We've released our brand new merchandise. We've got our Graham Souness Tim Scalping t-shirts, along with our Michael Beale Stan Smith tees. Do shop the collection by going to rfcclothing.com or going down into the link in the description. Let's get back into today's video. Alan Hutton has claimed Rangers will be looking to unearth hidden diamonds in the transfer market this summer. Speaking exclusively to Football Insider, the former Jersey defender said that the club won't be able to spend millions during the summer transfer window and will be looking to take advantage of free transfers. According to reports in France as relayed by The Sun on the 14th of April, the Light Blues are eyeing up Nantes winger Marcus Coco ahead of the summer. The 26-year-old is out of contract at the end of the season after 4 years at the French club and looks set to quit. The winger is desperate for regular football, and that will play a big part in deciding his next club. When asked if Michael Beale's side will be looking to take advantage of players available on free transfers in the upcoming window, Hutton said, "I think this is an option for Rangers definitely. It depends on who leaves, what money comes into the club. Financially, they have done well with the money that has come in for players like Calvin Bassey, Joe Aribo and Nathan Patterson. They look to unearth these hidden diamonds, and a lot of it can be through free transfers. The scouting networks has done well at times, not always perfect. They're not going to go out there and spend millions. It's just the way it is at the moment. A lot of fans are obviously happy about Ross Wilson leaving, but I think a lot of hard work in terms of transfers and stuff has already been done. I'm pretty sure there'll be more than one that they are looking at." As we mentioned in the intro, Rangers lost to Aberdeen away from home 2-0. In this part of the video, we will discuss some major talking points from the clash. Mistakes summed up the season. Rangers had nearly 80% of possession in the first half, yet it yielded just 2 shots on target, out of 8 in total, as Beale's side failed to make their dominance count when it mattered. The first goal is so important for Rangers on occasions like this, and it has to come when they are on top. When it doesn't, they always run the risk of seeing the tables turned when teams regroup and home crowds feel their sides have weathered a storm. Morelos was unfortunate to see Clarkson produce an acrobatic block to deny him on the line. Fashion Sakala simply has to score when through one-on-one with Roos, and a Borna Barisic effort hit the post as Aberdeen's best openings, which saw McGregor save, Ramadani and Ryan Duncan fire wide, came from Rangers' defensive failings. When you don't take the chances that come your way, you leave yourself open to being caught out at the other end. Rangers fans need no reminding about that situation, and few would have been surprised when we had to pay for it at Pittodrie. Missing good chances and conceding bad goals has been the story of the campaign for Rangers, and this was an afternoon that summed up all of that has been wrong for this side this term. Rangers got what they deserved at Pittodrie. This was a sore one for Bill, just when we didn't need it. Old Firm decision time. Bill came in for plenty of criticism in the aftermath of the last Hampden fixture, as supporters questioned his team selection, tactics and substitutions during the final defeat. This time he has to be spot on and hope that his players hold up their end of the bargain. The Englishman stuck with the same 11 that were given the nod against St Mirren last weekend. It was one last chance for some to make sure of their derby berths, but an afternoon where few impressed. Connor Goldson and Ryan Kent are on course to return for the Celtic showdown, and both will and should come straight back into the team following their respective injury layoffs in recent weeks. Having Kent start ahead of Sakala is a fairly straightforward call, but Bill has a decision to make at the back as he deliberates over the partners Goldson after another shaky showing from Ben Davies. Davies has never been the most imposing of commanding of stoppers, and he looked vulnerable in recent weeks. His use of the ball is often highlighted as a key trait, but he wasn't exactly comfortable in possession at Pittodrie. The lineup for the Old Firm largely picks itself given the options that Bill will have available at Hampden. Bill should consider his defensive options ahead of a fixture that will see even more questions asked of this Rangers side. Rare day off on the road. The dramatic win here back in December was the first win away from home for Bill following his appointment as Giovanni Van Bronckhorst's successor. Until the Old Firm defeat that ended their Premiership title bid, Rangers were point perfect on the road. Being able to travel to venues such as Pittodrie, Tynecastle and Easter Road and emerge victorious were signs of the progress that is being made under Bill's guidance. The successes against the likes of Livingston, Kilmarnock and St Johnstone were hard fought and significant in their own right. But this was a day that Bill and those that he retains for next term must learn from. It was a regression and a reminder about just where this side are and the work that needs to be done. Given the gulf between the Old Firm and the rest of the top flight, fixtures such as this cannot be approached trepidation these days. A battling draw at some of the most hostile venues in the league will be 2 points lost rather than one gained during Bill's first crack at the title. It looked like Rangers had found the right formula under Bill's guidance. This was a significant step back though, as old fallings re-emerged and Rangers fell further behind Celtic at the end of a rare weekend when Celtic dropped points for the first time in a long time. This was a test of Rangers' character as much as their quality. It was one that they failed as Bill suffered his second league loss as a boss on a dreadful day for the visitors. Chris Boyd has claimed Michael Beale was clutching at straws over his VAR comments following Rangers' defeat to Aberdeen yesterday. The Ibrox boss claimed the video technology should have reviewed a tug on Fashion Sakala in the build-up to Aberdeen's opener, which was scored by Liam Scales. But Boyd was not having any of the complaints as coverage bounced back to the Sky Sports studio. He said, "There is a little tug, but it's not enough. Sakala has to do better with the ball through to Morelos. You can't go back and look at VAR anyway. It is another attack, that one is dead. What I would be worried about is Rangers' lack of picking up and marking. He is maybe clutching at straws, there is a little tug there, but Sakala is away and it is a poor ball at the end of it. It's not a foul." On the incident, Bill commented, "We were on a counter-attack, the ball's played and it's up to the referee and VAR. I think they might be looking at the wrong thing, but look, I don't want to take anything away from Aberdeen. They imposed their style on us, certainly after scoring the first goal. They imposed their style on us on the direct play and pressure. We tried to play through it, and today we couldn't find the answers." Michael Beale has revealed that midfielder Nico Raskin was struggling with an ankle injury ahead of the game. The midfielder played 64 minutes before being replaced by Rabbi Matondo as precaution ahead of next weekend's Scottish Cup semi-final against Celtic. On Rangers' injury problems heading into the showdown, Beale explained, "Listen, we might have one or two back. You know, today Nico came to the game with a little bit of a problem with his ankle. So obviously you see when we're 2-0 down, you're half thinking, well, okay, we won't push that any further." Rangers fans, what do you make of yesterday's performance? And after that viewing, how many players do you think we need to sign this summer? Let me know down there in the comment section below. That brings us to the end of today's video. Please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. Remember, we do have Rangers t-shirts available on our website, so do browse the collection by going down into the link in the description or going to rfcclothing.com. Thank you, and I'll see you all next time. Take care. Peace.